We apologize for the technical difficulties that are affecting today's live stream. Let's try this for a third time. If you were just watching the previous parts in the Titans live stream here in the preseason, you got to see Trayvon Randolph put together his first preseason touchdown. The guy looks absolutely as advertised. An incredible wide receiver prospect for us to grow this team with. I just hope that the software doesn't crash again. I restarted my PC this time, and I'm going to never use this software again after today. I just want to play, man. I can handle throwing picks and having a terrible run defense, but don't make me deal with tech issues. Please. We're going to get through this, guys. Second down. Ooh. Yeah, I'm really glad Chris Godwin is out there making catches against our backup defense. Third and 1. Como hits the short one. We got to start taking that away. He will throw it to his running back. Actually, that's not even Como. They just keep throwing it short. What's going on, Kawhi? Just dealing with some tech issues and trying to get through preseason here if the software will cooperate. Bang. Connor Knox loves to hit. You can tell already. So I apologize for all the streaming issues that we've had already. I don't know. I've had some issues lately with this software, and I've switched software for my recordings. Knocked away and should have been picked. I just haven't made sure all my settings are perfect for streaming in the other software. So I'll make sure this is the last time I'll stream in this, and I'll uninstall it and try the other one I'm using. Como hits it. Not Como, his backup. Fake inside. Kyron Johnson with the sack. Good to see the stream filling up once again, though. I appreciate everybody's patience here. I know it's annoying when the stream goes down and there's no major explanation. That's Fournette right up the gut with a good run to make it 3rd and 8. In the second half, yes, you will be seeing Tim Cannon on display. Intercepted. What was that? That, my friends, is a backup quarterback throwing a duck downfield. Theo Jackson picks it off. Yeah, it wasn't like an internet issue. It was just an issue with the software that I'm recording in for whatever reason. Fake. Uh-oh. Didn't have time to throw it away, and that wasn't going to work. Rashad Polite in the backfield on 2nd and 23, and here's the now second-year running back. The plan is to work in Rashad Polite a lot more as a receiving back this year. I want to get him many more catches than we've seen from running backs really on the channel. Looking for Brooks now. Nava delivers. The drive continues. So we've seen a couple interceptions out of Brian Nava, but now we're starting to see some really nice throws at the same time. Still got to work in the running game. Not much you could do there. Emmanuel Abbott and Paul Taylor are the wide receivers. I don't know why Taylor didn't try to catch the ball. Try it again on 3rd down and 13. Uh-oh. I thought Taylor was going to be open for a moment, and then off his break, the separation went away. A lot of you have been asking, where's Paul Taylor? What happened to Paul Taylor? The issue is that I put him in on the field a lot, and his route running wouldn't really win him many plays. So he lost snaps as a result. Fournette's still out there. I wish they did a better job at truly getting backups in the game. And that's going to be a deep sack here at the 1-yard line. Love seeing that. Jackson gets through. We drafted him. Tyler Jackson. That's his name, right? I forget his first name exactly. I think it's Tyler Jackson. And you know what? I won't be forgetting after this. Wow. Back-to-back plays. Looking real good. That's awesome. Taylor Jackson. Putting 2 points on the board for us. That was one of the worst blocking attempts I've ever seen by Christopher Carradine. He is an athletic freak as well. I know he didn't have hidden development, but there was a lot to like about Taylor Jackson. So a new drive begins for Brian Nava. We're going to step up, look for room, and can't find any. I already miss having Trayvon Randolph out there. Oh, we got Warner in for this play, so I guess we'll get to see what he looks like as a receiver, if this looks natural at all. And I like seeing the broken tackle. He only gets a few yards out of it. He's certainly not like an explosive guy. I don't think that we'll be throwing him the ball a lot, but I thought maybe Polite would be in for this formation, but he isn't. We head to the air, looking for Abbott. Open, and the rookie turns upfield. Block from Taylor, out of bounds in Buck territory. He's got a legit chance to be our day one slot. If he looks good with the backups, we'll work him in with the ones against Kyle Phillips, and we'll go from there. Trying to step up away from everybody, and easier said than done at times. Let's get some extra protection. We could probably use it here in preseason. Ooh. Oh, he got him! It's Brooks! I thought he was going to miss that. I had a few options on that play. I kind of passed a couple of them off there, but Brian Nava outside the pocket. See, we could have hit Abbott right there. You got Taylor right there as well. We eventually get it to Brooks. And now trying to put this thing in the end zone. Warner. Couldn't get a push. A second run for Warner. And he doesn't go anywhere. I don't have a timeout, by the way, so I have to pay a little bit of attention to our situation there. And now, 3rd and goal. Got him! Touchdown! It's Chig Okonkwo. Nava throws another one. That caps off his first half and should be his first preseason game. I don't know why I threw that pass high. I think because it's, we're red zone. I know I'm throwing over the middle. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to throw this one high regardless, but they parted the Red Sea for him, and he stood right there wide open. So I streamed for 26 minutes before that stream got busted. And then I streamed for a whole 30 seconds before it happened again. I want to see how many views that 30-second version gets. Fun first half. Loading up for one more deep ball. And into the pile, and nearly intercepted by Deshaun Elliott. No, Deshaun Elliott's a real player. I forget a few of the first names of my draft picks already. Taylor Jackson. What's Elliott's name again? I'll have to get refocused. The Him Cannon era starts now. Yeah, Deshaun Elliott's with the Lions now. We have a safety whose name is DeMarcus Elliott. I'll get that sorted out before the season begins, I'm sure. But yes, Tim Cannon is about to get in there, and I don't have to make really any other changes. I want to see a little bit of Taylor, perhaps, and a little Christopher Carradine. How about a little Larry Christmas, if you're feeling festive? Let's get, I want in there at guard, all right? I want to put in the tackle, Deshaun Holiday. He's 6'9", 376. Deshaun Holiday. And I want to make sure Fowler is out there already, okay? I want to get Raekwon Cumberland playing time. I think we're set up. We got to play some defense first, but you know who's up next at quarterback. I didn't select him. You all did. The comment section hive mind selected Tim Cannon with our 7th round pick. They successfully convinced me to put it through. Why are we 3-4? Is our playbook? Oh, I never set a new playbook, did I? I just realized. This isn't the 4-3. Now, it will be if I go, like, to this one package. I forgot to change the playbook. I don't know my players' names. Didn't change the playbook. My stream's crashing all over the place. This is a really professional operation I got going here. Favorite stadium to play in Madden? That's a good question. I don't know if I have a particularly strong opinion. I just don't like playing in indoor stadiums very much because the lighting sucks. Like, US Bank Stadium has way too many shadows. That's caught by Fournette. Why is he playing receiver? What's going on? The Viking Stadium is awesome. Just in Madden, the lighting makes it not as much fun to play in, I think. If you play, you know, like an early afternoon game. Delivering again on the outside. That's hauled in. Yeah, these backup defenders sometimes will not make many plays on the football. Backup corners are tough. Yeah, I'm still looking at the run blocking on the CPU side of things. I've slowly been tweaking that a bit to not overcorrect. I think I'll go another point possibly up on user tackling, another point down on CPU run blocking, because the run blocking is just so good. And how often do we ever have like a play where somebody just wins off the snap and makes the play in the backfield? It's very few and far between. Which is odd because I've had to adjust this a few times now. Hey, Mark, things are going pretty good over here. And look, a first-hand look at the man about to take the field. There he is, everyone's favorite player in the chat. He's warmed up. He's got his gloves on and his shooter sleeve, and he's taking the field right now. Say hello to Tim Cannon, everybody. Brian Nava showing him, you know, these are my touchdown passes. Best of luck to you. 7th round rookie Tim Cannon takes the field. Here he is. Big moment. Leave a like for Tim Cannon. We have 85 likes. Cannon sprints out to the right, flag down. Just going to keep it. That won't count. He has excellent athleticism, I think, for the quarterback spot. He is pretty quick. And there he is, handing the ball off to Manny Warner for a gain of 4. I do think that we can use him a little bit like Malik Willis. He's not quite the athlete. He will be able to outrun some players, though. Cannon! Oh, he dropped it! Paul Taylor just dropped the cannonball, and it's incomplete. He put it right where it had to be. Taylor's on the roster bubble. I'll say that this offseason. It's like year 3. Standards increase the longer you've been here in the league. You've got to show something here. Cannon delivers to Abbott. Long way to go. Doesn't get there. Yeah, Taylor had his moments, but just hasn't shown the consistency. What have you missed? 2 streams have crashed on me. And Trayvon Randolph looks incredible. Brian Nava looks incredible. But I also threw 2 interceptions with him already. There you go. Yeah, my issue here with the run defense is just it feels like the D-line is just there for show. And it becomes just the linebackers doing everything on their own. So either they get blocked and they can't make a play, or they don't and they can. Uh-oh. Yeah, this Otten guy has looked a little more erratic. Favorite kind of pizza? I keep it pretty simple. Pepperoni. Caught by Fournette and a first down. We had no one over there. I swear there was supposed to be somebody. We're in cover 2. What's cornerback doing over here? What are you doing? Dude. What are you doing? Blown coverage by number 7 there. That's lobbed downfield. He's behind Bernard, and that is a big catch down the sideline. Nicely done. Can you tell we're playing with backup corners? Trying to get some pressure. I don't normally like blitzing on first down like that, zone blitzing, but I'm desperate here for some rush. Preston Morrison making plays for the Bucks. But hey, that means we get to see Tim Cannon out there again, right? Let's get the rookie out there again. Jordan Addison or Zay Flowers? I think I prefer Zay Flowers. His name is Cannon. 1st and 10. Oh, they got 2 deep safeties on us here. Throw it away. What a veteran-like throwaway by Tim Cannon that was. Gain of 3 there for Manny Warner. We've struggled to run even with the starters in this one. Trying to see if we can get Abbott here over the middle. Linebackers won't be deep enough, right? Intercepted, never mind. Force that one in. Nice job. Will I be getting Diablo 4? Maybe at some point. I haven't played much Diablo. I know it's a huge game. I played a very small bit of Diablo 3, but I have a hard time with some of those more fantasy-like settings because, like, I'm not into that stuff at all. So there have been very few games with that kind of fantasy theme that have ever really hooked me. But I'll probably want to try it at some point. I have a backup quarterback in my franchise that I bring in a couple times per game to run read option to catch the defense sleeping. Cannon should do that. I think there's going to be an element to that, Derek. And I'm just trying to test out here in preseason exactly what he's capable of. But I think that we can still keep in a lot of the read option stuff and a lot of the Malik Willis stuff that we did because now we have Cannon, which is pretty exciting because I wasn't expecting that at all, knowing we'd likely take a pocket passer. Knocked away good coverage. We got to see him on a play-action boot be able to outrun a rusher moving to his left, so that's a pretty good sign that his speed will be plenty for being creative. All right, we haven't scored since Brian Nava left the game. Let's see if we can get something going. It's been tough. Running game hasn't really been doing much. Manny. That's a gain of 6. We'll take that. I'd like to get Manny around 35, 40 carries, I think, here in this preseason. To the outside he goes now, and getting past that first man. And after that, a little play action coming your way. Cannon to Christmas. First down. Kane, I've been watching you for about a decade now, and yet I feel like I know nothing about you. What's your favorite movie, show, book? Favorite show? well, I don't really have a favorite movie. I'm not a huge movie guy, honestly. My favorite show would be Psych, which hasn't aired a new episode in nearly a decade. But I'm a huge fan of Psych. And we're going to the end zone. Cannon! Got him! Touchdown! Emmanuel Abbott! What a throw! That was awesome. The cannonball! Here at Raymond James, too, how fitting that we dropped the cannonball right on their ship. The Buccaneers have been plundered by Tim Cannon and his crewmates. Abbott completes the 8-point play. Abbott looks great. In my opinion, he should be starting slot over Phillips. That's the competition we're going to have. And that deep ball, huge boost for his stock there. But I have to do some traditional slot work with him too. Like, that's an awesome play. But how often will I ask him to do that when we have Sal and Bynes and Randolph out there? I need him to come across the middle on 3rd and 6 and make the catch. And he has, you know, lower catching ratings. He's not, you know, a fully developed slot yet. Phillips is a little bit more, but Abbott has, I think, a lot higher upside. Already a much better athlete. Pretty good route runner on day 1. Nice throw. So it wouldn't shock me if I have Phillips play early on and then mix in Abbott. And after a couple of upgrades, he gets a chance to take that spot. Cannon spent time at the local soup kitchen pregame, a true class act. Tom Brady with speed. I live for the Cannon RP. Appreciate the super chat. Yeah, Tim Cannon's quite the guy. You guys have told me so many stories about, you know, saving people from, I think it was a car crash you said. You might have saved a cat in a tree or something. You guys have told me so much I didn't realize. Report, Tim Cannon before his preseason game against the Bucs was helping grandmas cross the street. He also gave them $100 bonuses. Unbelievable guy. Fournette. Ooh. I don't know if that prevented the first down. Him Cannon. All love no matter who it is at quarterback. Hey, hopefully they can coexist this year, but I want, you know, it's going to be Brian Nava's show. This is not going to be a quarterback controversy by any stretch. But I do think that we can find time to play Cannon as well for special packages and things we want to do. Going deep again. That will not be a catch. Barely. He donated me his kidney right before preseason, too. Unbelievable guy, Tim Cannon is. Ooh, I thought he was going to get a hand on that. Joyner almost did. I feel like we're a lot more competitive in this man coverage, so, you know, I don't need to play a whole lot of zone, I think. They're setting up a screen, and I don't know if we're going to make the play. I like that pursuit out of Knox, even if it's a little late. Oh, in the backfield to plug that gap. Nicely done. Live report. Tim Cannon has taken my wife to dinner. Wow. I bet he picked a nice place, too. Ooh. Taylor Jackson just made a play for us against the run. Like, any play against the run stands out. So, sweet. That's going to open up the middle, though. I don't know if I trust this. We're going Tampa 2 at the last second. No! No! Who's that? Racy McMath, the former Titan? Is this a preseason revenge game? If that is Racy McMath. Inside with Fournette, getting past Knox. Come on, guys. Fournette. Too easy. Yeah, I'll tweak the slider probably again. It's a tough one. The blocking sliders, especially, if you go too far, it starts to really change things a little too much. But the running game is probably a little more difficult to gauge than pass protection. A lot of it depends if they're able to get into the second level or not, but it just feels like the D-line doesn't really have a lot of a chance. Uh-oh, that's a fumble for Carradine, but we didn't lose it apparently. Or we did. Yep, we're back on defense. Great. Christopher Carradine just cost us a drive of Tim Cannon. Come on, we got pressure. Make a play. Underthrown. Just keep calling cover one hole. Yep, the chat is now calling for the cutting of Christopher Carradine after his fumble. Caught. And there goes Morrison. Leaving Bernard in the dust. Look at Tim Cannon. Manny Warner. After this game, what I think I'm going to do is reset my app on the PlayStation. So, this is something I've done in my series for a long time. Because I've played so much Madden, I can tell when things are just not quite right. I can see animations and players interacting, and it just doesn't seem the way it's supposed to be. I'm not seeing anything too weird in this game, but what I do to kind of alleviate that, weird, is what I call a profile reset. And I've read this from people on Operation Sports, and I've been doing this for a long time. But I go into the game and I delete my profile. And then I go back in, and it treats it like I'm just starting Madden for the first time all over again. And what I've found is that that clean reset usually gets things back on track. And typically I'll then like reset the app one more time. And I didn't reset the app prior to starting up the stream today. I just did my profile reset and then got into the games. So I'll probably do just a quick reset. Because I've noticed at times, I was giving Matt some feedback one day on the sliders. Because something in the trenches was way off. And he's like, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I'm like, let me do a quick profile reset. And like night and day difference in the quality of gameplay and animations I was suddenly getting. Abbott! Wow. First down. That wasn't the best throw. I don't like it against press as much. Uh-oh. I meant to hand off, but you know what? Cannon getting the first down himself is probably what you prefer anyway. Over the middle, Christmas makes the catch. And we're down inside the 20. We're going to try to keep time on our side. It's messing with my play art. All right, there we go. Ooh, Christmas still going. We can still go no huddle. Cannon trying to put us in the end zone. And he keeps it. Diving in for the touchdown. Give me the ball back, he says. You gotta love it. I like how in Madden every bit of wind is hurricane force. Look how much I took off that kick and I can't keep it out of the end zone. Because 6 miles an hour is actually like 60. I really don't like how Madden over-exaggerates wind, but it only affects kicks. That's a run to Fournette. Come on, D. .322 to go in the game. Back to pass on second down and caught. First down and more. It's Boyle. Covering tight ends and man coverage. Madden just can't handle it. Outside of, elite players. Trying to push the pocket here. Nice throw. Thanks for all the content the past 11 years. Helped me through high school. Did high school take you 11 years? Now I'm an electrician. Huge part of my teenage years. That's awesome. Appreciate the super chat. Electrician's a pretty cool gig. We need this stop, guys. Come on. They will go to Fournette, and he doesn't get it. But they're going to kick a field goal. Most likely. Oh, they're going. Get down there. Come on. Yes! No! Yes! He stopped! He stopped! Oh. Come on. The legend of Tim Cannon has a real chance of getting scary right here. Replay that. You want to see that again? Getting more aggressive. Linebackers fire. Actually, that's Kyron Johnson who gets through. That's real run defense right there. The kind of plays I've been looking for. It might have taken 3 guys, but the first one hit him so far behind the line, we had a fighting chance. Cannon. No, he's sacked. It's only a short loss. I saw they were going to have double coverage downfield on Paul Taylor, so quickly went away from the possibility of throwing it deep to him. Abbott, nice grab. Kind of saving me there. I didn't feel like I had a whole lot. I want Carradine to just stand still. Ooh. All right, we got to get this. Not the start we're hoping for here. No! And Cannon got hit down. No! Didn't go how I wanted it to here. We had him open in the flats, too. It's his first game. There'll be plenty more Tim Cannon. That was a lot of fun, though. He is a really fun player. I'm glad we took him. Nobody else in the 7th round was going to be that fun. Yeah, was that Cleveland Ferrell who's making these interceptions, by the way? I saw C. Ferrell. I'm like, it can't be him. Just might be. So, yeah, I'm going to reset my app once this backs out, and then we will get right back into game 2. But, yeah, that was a really positive showing for basically all of the draft picks that got major playing time. Nava, Randolph, Abbott, Cannon, Jackson. You know, Knox had some moments too, just hitting people. Yeah, we'll take a look at the helmets once I load back into the app. How about that? I know that's a very passionate topic for many of you. I know the accessories and the customization's a big deal for a lot. I'm not usually one of those people. But I am good friends with one who would just edit the heck out of everything on his team. I've hung out with him many times, watching him edit accessories and just deck out every player. So I get it. All right, let me reload. So, what do you guys got for draft plans tomorrow? We're just over 24 hours away from the NFL draft, and I've talked about this a lot. It's probably my favorite sporting event of the year because there's so much build-up and there's so much drama, and it's just every year it delivers in some capacity, you know, whether it's a big trade up or a huge shocking pick. Like, I love the draft. Wings, pizza, TVs, laptops. That's probably mostly my plan. Got to get that smokehouse barbecue burger at Culver's. Ooh, I like a good barbecue burger. I'll have to look into that. I have not gotten Culver's in a little while. Watching it with Bengal. Yeah, I'll probably be going into a bunch of different streams to get opinions and stuff. But I like the NFL Network broadcast so much. I think they've always done a really good job. Whenever Rich Eisen's hosting anything, I think it's pretty awesome. The Friday night fried fish. No, it's Thursday. So I don't think that's even legal in most states. Heading down to KC in 2 hours for bachelor party. Headed to the draft tomorrow. Wow. You got a busy few days planned, it sounds like. Should be a fun one. I'm making a turducken. There are not many people doing that in April. I hope you're telling the truth. That's awesome, if so. Defensive playbook. Thank you. You guys are so much smarter than me. All right, let's go to Trayvon Randolph. And you guys have wanted to talk about these helmets. I thought I picked a decent helmet. The Zenith Epic? What's wrong with the Zenith Epic? I didn't give him a visor because I already gave Bynes a visor, and I think that Sal has a clear one, so it gets a little redundant at some point. No one uses that one in real life. I honestly don't know a whole lot on Tanner McKee. What do you guys think about the Riddell TK? It's a pretty good one. Make sure gloves and cleats are the same brand. See, that's the kind of detail you guys really care about. I like these cleats. I think these are, they're Adidas, and he has Nike gloves on. But come on, they say freak on them, and he's 6'6", 230 with a 43-inch vert. Like, I had to give him the freak cleats. How about the Vengeance Pro? It looks like a cool helmet to me. Nothing wrong with that, right? Speed Flex. All right, Speed Flex is fine. Is there a comparable Adidas glove? Wow, Nike's got a ton. I think I went with the Nike gloves over Adidas because I just kind of like them more. What about player exclusive? You know what? You can barely see the logo on these ones. I think I'll go with that. Sometimes the logo is just too bulky, and I don't like it. There. Now it matches. Yep, I'll get the defensive playbook in there. I'll find a new one to mess around with. What helmet did I have here for Brian? The Zenith 2 X2E? So I already got one Speed Flex. Can I get a new one? The F7 was one that was called out. We can go F7. I'm not editing the appearance, though, like the face scan or anything. I leave players unless like too many have a generic one, and I don't think that is the problem. Let's yeah, where do you pick your playbook? Is it in team schemes? I need a mostly 4-3 playbook. Matt Eberflus. It has some big nickel, dollar, nickel. I'm gonna try the Matt Eberflus, I think. Next game's against Seattle. Hopefully no injuries here in practice, but since I turned off the progressive fatigue, I haven't really seen too many practice injuries at all. I think we're good to go for game 2. You know what? This is the best looking stadium in Madden. I forget. Every time I come to this one, it's like, I love it. Especially the pregame when they show good, like, shots of the entire stadium. It's still CenturyLink to me, though. I don't know if I'll end up trading for AJ Bingham, because now we have Abbott. I mean, come on. We got Abbott. We have Phillips. Only one football. I feel like we can develop the slot role and not give up a second-round pick plus more to fill that need, at least right now. You know, maybe I'll think differently after a couple games, but right now I'm happy with who we have internally. So Seattle's got a quarterback here, and they had Ryan Tannehill for a short time in this series. But now it's Tua Tagovailoa, backed up by Jawan McCray, who honestly isn't too far away, it looks like, from becoming the starter. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Yeah, Tua's in Seattle. What a random move. Rashad Polite gets us underway in game 2. Oh, he just fumbled the ball, and that is going to be a drive beginning for Seattle at the 6. Marquise Blair on the recovery. Yikes.
Ready.
It's Tua time. First and goal. Tua. Touchdown. I thought it said Jeff Janis for a second. It's Jeff James. That's totally a tight end name. Jeff James. Yep, this is, I did profile reset, and then I did the full game, and then I restarted afterwards, which isn't my normal process. It's usually I profile reset, go back into franchise, import sliders, turn the game off, turn it back on. I skipped a step this time. Ooh. Feels good, though. The player movement and stuff feels good. Tim Cannon on punt return would be electric. I'm limited, though, with what they allow you to do here in Madden. You know, he's a quarterback, but I think I can still actually list him at receiver if I wanted to. No? I thought you could put quarterbacks at receiver for some reason. Isn't there something you can do with the quarterbacks elsewhere? Because he's a versatile player. Now, he's a bad receiver, but it'd be fun to mess around with him. Not from in-game. So annoying. That's the other thing about Madden. It's not consistent. There are things you can do with the depth chart from the main menu, but not in-game. I'll have to look at the Taysom package, honestly. There are only a few plays in it, but it might be something for us to play with. Ooh, in the backfield and dragged down is Henry. Adams creeps down. Ooh. Threw it into a guy as he was covering the flat. And now Wembley's shaken up. He's dealt with some injuries already in his short time. Didn't finish the season healthy. Missed probably 5 or 6 games total last year. A little concerned about our young center. 3rd and long. Looking for Sal. Overthrown. Picked off. Down the sideline. Henry will make the tackle. I've been throwing that exact ball a lot. And that time it, abdominal tear. That one got away from Brian a bit. It's a tough throw, but it's one that I like to make a lot. Him Cannon rubbing his hands. Is he warming up? Getting those gloves on tight. Kenneth Walker gets 3. I also feel like with the added speed we have at linebacker with guys like Divine Diablo, I'm not going to shy away from, 4-3 at some times where it might not make sense. As Tua breaks the tackle, I'm probably going to increase that tackle slider. I mean, he just broke a tackle of Aleem McNeil, a nose tackle. Trying to get the broken tackle numbers a lot more balanced, too. $14-0 already. We usually lose all our preseason games, but this one's going sideways on us really quickly. Nice shirt. Thank you. I wore a Persona 5 shirt yesterday. I didn't see anybody bring it up. This is another Persona 5 shirt. How many Persona 5 fans we got in the chat? Love that game. Looking for E-Man. That is P.I. Persona 5 is in my top 3 all time. It's in my top 2. And I have a hard time sorting out my 1 and 2 games, which are Persona 5 and Zelda Breath of the Wild. Those are my 2 favorite games of all time. And I went into Persona 4 after having played, or I went into Persona 5 having played Persona 4 and having very high expectations, and I loved Persona 4 and still do. And I could not believe that 5, you know, I thought had a better art style, better gameplay, better characters, better music. I don't know how they did it. We head to the air, trying to extend things, so there's not a lot going for us on that one. Yeah, throwing under 10 interceptions is probably not going to happen for me, especially on this game. It is so easy to throw picks in Madden 23. A lot are my fault, and a lot are hard to avoid. I don't think there's much hope for that.
Let's go.
Tua laid it in to Tyler Lockett. My favorite prospect in the draft this year. I really like Jahmyr Gibbs. When I was watching some Alabama games during the season last year, he always stood out to me. He looks like a really fun running back. And he's not going to be Bijan, but he's someone that I hope lands in the right spot, because I think that he could be a really dangerous playmaker in the right hands. That's a deep ball from Tua, and it's caught for the touchdown by Kenneth Walker. Are you kidding me? Nasty. I don't think Levis goes in the first couple picks, no. Like, anything that happens here super late that doesn't have, like, really solid reporting behind it is honestly just a bunch of garbage. If the draft were held in another 2 weeks, it'd be somebody else. Like, this stuff happens every year, and it's you have to ignore things the closer you get to the draft. I think Levis still probably goes in the top 10, but I'd be shocked if he is... I'd honestly be a little surprised if he's a third quarterback off the board. If I were, you know, in the position, I would be taking Richardson over him 10 times out of 10. Hey, it's Randolph. I don't believe any rumor involving the Patriots, because historically that's a team that doesn't let a lot of information leak out. And so, no, I don't think that people have the scoop on what Belichick wants to do. There's Mike Parker. Now, the Vikings are typically a team where, like, everything they're going to do, it's been reported on in the media. I don't think the Patriots are that kind of team. Got it. And a late hit out of bounds. Let's get a little more of this running game going. Now, I think I'll play Henry here in the first quarter, but I want to get Manny Warner some first string reps as well. So I want to see him behind the starting line, which has not done anything for us so far. And that's one slider I'm not looking to change because I haven't really changed the sliders significantly over the course of this franchise. And we've had some outstanding years in this series with Derrick Henry. And so I know I can run for 1,700 with him on this set. So I know that if something's off, it's probably the players, not the settings. Lost the ball. Picked up by Vasquez, and Seattle is beating the hell out of us right now. I'm not kicking a 61-yard field goal. I'm punting this ball. Now, in the second game, I forget, do the starters play the first 2 quarters? They still have it set up that way?
Come on, set.
Tua got some zip on that one. The quick out. I hate that throw. Tua rolling to his right. Paid the price, but got the first.
Here we go. Fight, 60.
What players have the most to prove on this team? I think really the defense. We were so bad defensively last year, and I've tried to make changes to get stronger, and I want to see who's going to make a difference for us at safety, at linebacker, D-line. I think even Jeffrey Simmons has a lot to prove because he's been underwhelming in this series. There you go, Terrell Riddick. I'm hoping for a return to form for him and Rashawn Gary. Like, this defense is something that I'm really concerned about because we've underachieved with the talent we've had. And now we've made all these changes, and I'm just not sure how it's all going to come together quite yet. So here is the big nickel in this this package. So we do have a safety in the box. Looks like Theo Jackson's there, and we have 3 or 4 safeties in the game. Ooh, Fulton with a good play on DK. Thank you, Keyshawn. I appreciate you too. Glad you enjoy the content. Why is your team so tired in the first quarter? I don't know. Poor conditioning? With you controlling the D-line has something to do with them not shining? If anything, me controlling D-line is making them better. But we've almost led the league in sacks on these exact pass block settings. So I know, like, I don't need to make huge sweeping changes for Rashawn Gary to produce. There you go.
Here we go, set.
I have considered doing more on 2K, but I have nothing in the works for now. Nava for Brooks, and something didn't quite connect there. We call that one an oops.
Ready, set.
There you go. And it opens up for Henry on the outside. I know what the people want here. In the game is suddenly Tim Cannon on 3rd and 1. And he gives it to Henry for a big first down. I don't know that I'll be using Nava in much of the pistol. Maybe a little bit if I have a play or two I like, but I think I'll mostly be saving that for Tim Cannon mess-around plays. But like I said, I want to get Manny Warner in there now to play with the starters. And I also want to get Emmanuel Abbott in there in the slot to get a look at him against starting competition. I know you wish this was Tim Cannon in the game right now, getting a free completion. Abbott to the outside. Adams chases him down. I haven't thrown a real bomb to Randolph quite yet. Well, I think I tried. Uh-oh. But it was underthrown. Because of a hit. Yeah, the fumble thing, you know, some games it's bad and some games it's not. I don't think it's overly something to worry about. Oh boy, this has to come out hot. Wow, Randolph made the catch. They brought pressure I wasn't really hoping for. Well, that's not going to help his cause with you guys. Only one other quarterback in NFL history can make a handoff like that. Shades of Christian Ponder. Oh, no. Don't be comparing any of our quarterbacks to Christian Ponder. We're going to go deep downfield on third down. Randolph's got it. This guy is incredible. The first third down didn't work. Let's do this one instead. With the pressure getting there, I'm not even sure Willis gets that pass off. You have to have a quick release there. What is this? Tim Cannon is suddenly in the game. Running option. And he's going to take it outside for a touchdown. Wow. Got some serious air on that leap. Hey, Kane, love the channel. Pumped about the A's and Titans. Thanks for the consistent entertainment. Channel's in a great spot. I agree, Michael. I like where the series are right now. We've got a lot of intrigue in both of these series. And I appreciate you being a member for now 20 months. That is, that's incredible. That's right. He just scored the touchdown and he holds the ball on PATs. I mean, Tim Cannon does it all. A run to Walker, and he's put down by Riddick. So, we got a few different alignments we can play around with here. Here's the over wide. So this looks more like a nickel alignment. Trying to go outside against it. Better defense. And now third down. You know, our linebackers out there, Diablo and Knox. Can we get off the field here? Press man coverage. Tua. Third down. DK. Maybe I don't need to press DK Metcalf a whole lot. First and 10 for Seattle. Tua. Oh, he's sacked this time by Aleem McNeil. Get that out of here, he says. Interesting. This is only a 3-man rush, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I struggle to find plays I like on these, like, empty looks, long down and distance. DK's better off. Oh, I guess he got a couple yards out of that. I don't like the mug look here out of dollar. I might have to do a custom defense. What's this rush package? There's no need to have a mug look out of dollar defense. It's like a 3rd and long defense. Pressure. Intercepted by McCreary. Pressure by Simmons. Defense playing their best football in a long time right now. How we score? Tim Cannon option keeper from like 30 yards out. And the crowd went wild. Auburn legend. Yes, he is. Well, legend might be putting it a little steep, right? Manny Warner. Manny of the hour. Manny on the moon. Ah, come on. Only Auburn legend is Cam. What about Chris Davis? Just for one play. 3rd down, coming across. We had guys there. I was trying to avoid the one defender who was like in the right spot to cover both of them. I'm going for it. Nava steps up. He's got it. I love my quarterback draw to empty. I actually have not seen Moneyball. I've also not seen 99% of movies. But I have crossed a couple off the list recently, guys. As we're looking for Phillips, he makes the catch inside the 20. Let's go. That was a nice throw by Brian. So a couple movies I just saw for the first time. You ready? I know I'm behind. I'm playing catch up here. The first Matrix movie with Keanu Reeves, and a movie that I think has become a new favorite for me, Speed with Keanu Reeves. That was a fun movie. But in general, I don't typically watch a lot of movies. And honestly, the only reason I think I wanted to see Speed is we will not lose that. Or we did. We did lose the fumble. Great. Yeah, that's annoying. EA loves their quarterback fumbles for some reason. There's a reference to Speed in an early episode of Bob's Burgers. And so I like Bob's Burgers a lot. One of my favorite shows. Ooh, Aleem McNeil. Doing that again. Pursuit of Happiness. That is a good movie. That's actually one I've seen. What an athletic move there to stay in bounds. That was cool. A lot of times I slide a little too late, trying to maximize what I can get out of the play. Which I need to start just sliding early and not worrying about the extra yard or two I can maybe get. Get the first down and get down. I've seen Finding Nemo. I probably watched a lot more movies as a kid than as an adult, that's for sure. A few years ago, I had a long stretch where I was like at the Mall of America all the time to see new movies, because there was just a whole bunch of stuff that summer with like Detective Pikachu and Toy Story 4 and a few others. Went to the Mall of America a ton that year because I liked their theater.
Here we go. Here we go.
Manny? Nope. I haven't seen Draft Day either. It's been a lot of drafts since that movie came out, too. I'm starting to buy into the idea that the Texans may not go quarterback here because I can see a world where like Bryce Young was their guy and they don't feel as strongly about anyone else. Wow. That might be the first deep comeback I've thrown in this entire series. For a lot of reasons. What a throw. You just can't do that any better. One of my favorite combinations is that like slot vertical and the outside guy runs a comeback. I've loved that like NCAA that works like a charm. There goes Henry again for a 35-yard touchdown. Oh yeah, that's actually one I've seen recently. I haven't seen the whole like original Spider-Man trilogy, but I did recently watch the first Spider-Man movie, which I thought was also pretty good. I'm not a superhero fan at all. I didn't grow up with any of that stuff. No superheroes, no turtles, none of it. Just professional wrestling and football. So I'm super late to that. I don't know if I'll really get into, you know, the whole MCU and Marvel universes a ton, but I want to give them a chance, especially because I know there's a lot of good games that go with them, and Spider-Man's the main one I'm motivated to try out because it's made by Insomniac, which is like my favorite developer of all time, because they made Ratchet and Clank, they made Sunset Overdrive, they've made so many good games, and I know the Spider-Man stuff is something everybody universally enjoys. Yeah, our defense, by the way, for the last quarter, a switch has been flipped with these guys. I don't watch UFC. I did maybe like 10 years ago. I'd go to like B-dubs and catch the fights there with some friends, but I haven't watched in a very long time. Sly Cooper. Speaking of things I've done lately, a couple months ago I played through the first Sly game because I never played it, and I loved it. I never got around to playing Sly when I was younger for some reason. Couldn't play everything. I was really into Madden. I was really into Ratchet and Clank. As I got older and I wanted to play more shooters, I played a lot of SOCOM. Sony released a new SOCOM game. Quit messing around. Gears of War. Call of Duty, of course. Because everybody did. I miss SOCOM so much. I did play Rainbow Six. Yeah, I liked Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2. I didn't play much of the original Rainbow Six stuff. It was probably just a couple years too early for me to really be into the military shooters. SOCOM is what really got me going with them. I don't know how we caught that. The dude is saving me. I have seen Breaking Bad, but I have not seen The Wire or The Sopranos. I do remember Mag. Yes, Mag was a big deal because it was doing 256 online player battles in like 2009. It was pretty ahead of its time. Looking for Randolph. He's got it, and he's taken down at the 37. We'll hurry up to the line. God, this guy is already... They got two defenders right over the top of him right now. I have no idea what their coverage is, but it's busted! Randolph underthrown! I can't wait till these games count and I can throw it to Trayvon Randolph. I have no timeouts. Gonna step up here and lose the ball. That's probably the first half wrapped up. Unfortunately, but man, the Trayvon Randolph hype is getting so real right now. Him Cannon makes that throw. He kind of did make that throw already today, so I'm going to give you that one. I think I defended inside run with my last game plan. I want to see how our run D looks against the backups with a not run D focus game plan. Let me get Manny in there a little bit longer. I think, you know, Taylor's on that roster bubble, and I'm not feeling too good about it right now. Cam Fowler, Martin Irving. And yes, we have more backup corners. They're so fun. Yeah, I'll get Knox some more playing time. I think he could probably use it. Let me change up that slot corner. I don't want Theo Jackson. Is Bengal in here? I wasn't looking at the chat. What's going on, Bengal? I'm not fired. You can't fire me. I've built a juggernaut. I promise. I got one of the most incredible receivers I've ever taken. And we've only played a game and a half with him. I'm already fitting him for his gold jacket. Shout out to Bengal, though. You guys got to make sure you check out some of his draft content here the next couple of days. I'm sure he'll be doing a lot of recaps and stuff. And I'll be there seeing what you got to say. Especially if the Giants do something dumb, really check out his channel then. Because Angry Bengal is my favorite Bengal. That's a deep ball, and it's going to connect inside the 20. Because these backup corners can't cover anything. I also want to see Bengals' reaction if the Eagles take Bijan. As not only an Eagles hater because he is a Giants fan, but also as a mega Texas football fan. The blender that would put him into is must-see TV, I think.
Alert! Alert! Reload! Reload!
Shout out to your Yankees today for winning a game, but not completing the season series win against my Minnesota Twins. For the first time since 2001, the Twins have won the season series against the Yankees. The banner hanging ceremony will be any day. You're not taking too many strays. I gave you a lot of praise in between. I'm trying to sell you right now in a different way. Dude, I'm just hanging out. I saw you were working on Giants again. How much more do you think you'll do with that? Giants series is peak weekend at Bernie's right now. I'm sure there'll be a lot of draft stuff to talk about and NFL team preview stuff. A lot of options there. There we go. Manny, are you enjoying MLB The Show this year? I know you're doing a series on your second channel with the Cincinnati Reds. Of course I'm not. I can never be happy. A strike for Carradine. That's a first down. And that's Tim Cannon, America's quarterback. Seventh round pick. He was listed at wide receiver. We had the draft story that he was apparently going to move to tight end. He was 5'11". So that didn't happen, and it was really confusing. But we took him anyway due to chat's demand. Not even request, it was a demand. Turns out, young man's a quarterback with a cannon. And Emmanuel Abbott might just be this team's starting slot by the time we get to week 1. He's looking pretty good. Not to be confused with Tim Kaine, right? Warner again up the guts. We take Manny Warner there. Was it late 3 or early 4? I think it was the late 3 I took him. Because it's like impossible for me to find running backs I'm intrigued with in this game when I have Derrick Henry as my starter. But I was intrigued with him. 91 speed at 230 some pounds. Let's see if we can put one of these in the end zone. Ah! Who's the number 1 player you want for your Giants here in the draft, Bengal? You got to feel like they could go in a lot of different directions. Looking for Brooks and stepped out at the 1. How's A's franchise going? I haven't had a chance to watch yet, but that'll be my summer entertainment for sure. I'm loving it. We just had our first off season, and I enjoyed doing that. I kept the payroll similar. I only increased our payroll by $20 million, but I feel like I did a lot with that money. Cannon. Oh, he's denied. I really enjoyed the A's franchise, though. And we went through year 1 real quick. There wasn't too much to hang out and see there with that team. Unless you want to see, like, Estery Ruiz and Tony Kemp a whole lot. Downhill with Warner. Touchdown. I got to get the running back in there, too, right? The thing is, though, with the Reds is I think you have a few more guys to, like, stop and check on there in year 1. Whereas with the A's, it's like, yeah, this is an expansion team. I can't sell you any other way. They have 1 A potential prospect. Here he is. Griffey and Moustakas are two of their highest paid players. Right. Their payroll is disgusting, just like the A's. The A's highest paid player this year is Aledmys Diaz, who was like the 10th best player on the World Series winning Astros. That's not even including pitchers. Will Myers, Joey Votto, Moustakas, and Ken Griffey Jr. How long is Votto under contract with the Reds? He's got to be nearing like the end of a deal, right? Is that going to be like a Kyle Seager situation where he just kind of, you know, he plays with one team, finishes it out, and then is just done? Nice job. Hey, that's number 7 there. That's, well, he had some bad plays last game too, but that's Joyner, UDFA. Free agent after 24, but, or 25, but 24 club option. That's nice. I can't believe how well our defense has been playing for a fair amount of this game. As we have 28 points allowed, I realize. A couple were due to short fields given to them on turnovers that were not all under my control, but there's some debate there. I did see the Brian Reynolds deal. It's nice to see the Pirates spend. They're typically one of those cheap organizations that's more business than baseball. And, you know, they're playing well. It's nice to see them trying to be more like the other teams. Ooh, got him. Christmas. That, Drew Maggie. Is that how you say his last name? I know they didn't get him an AB last night either. Did they ever send him back down to AA, or is he still on the big league roster? Warner. We're getting so much better blocking in this game. And Cannon's going to keep it. Outrun to the edge. Little stiff arm. For the member stream this month, you should start creating the A's new stadium. Wouldn't be a bad idea to play around with that a little bit. It's actually a really good idea. I might take that one and pretend it was mine. Cannon! I thought I passed the line, but when I saw I didn't, I'm like, I'd rather throw it than run. Flipped ahead to Abbott, and he lost the football. Oops. Manny Warner going to chase him down, though. There have been a lot of fumbles. Trying to set up that screen, and we're all... What was that tackle attempt by TJ there? Taylor Jackson. He just kind of rolled into the guy. That's not proper technique. Jayon Brown, revenge game? That's a good call there, Peyton. I thought that might be Jayon Brown, but I wasn't sure. I don't know if that'd be Jatavis Brown. I don't think he was even in the NFL last year. And now looking to get us off the field. McCray, pressured. Down he goes. It's Cedric Samuel. The front four has been really having a good game. Not for years with Jatavis. Is it more than 1 year it's been? I guess I was playing with him in my Chargers franchise. Jatavis Brown last played in the NFL in 2019. He was on the 2020 Eagles like off-season roster, so it's been a few years, yeah. Dude, what is with these fumbles? Carradine's done it twice. What's your carrying? 63. I don't think that he can be allowed to do that. Just stick polite back there. Pass rush. How come they don't fumble? This game is nerfing Tim Cannon in any way it can. We are owed like so many drives because we keep losing the ball. Yeah, I don't get this. I like this playbook outside of dollar mug. Like, I don't want a mug here. Back up. McCray scanning. Has to check it down. Defense is starting to look a little bit like they belong in the NFL. A little bit. I had it with Saquon 3.5 times with 99 carrying. I think a lot of you have probably experienced this. Like, it's not that you fumble every game all the time, but there are games where Madden decides you are just not holding on to the football. And it's really odd. Because I'll fumble like 2-3 kickoffs. And it's like, all right, clearly something's a little bit weird here. Not even going to bother like having my quarterback get hit because that's a guaranteed fumble. Manny, I cut the wrong way. Like I said, I want to get Manny 35, 40 carries here in preseason. I think I'm on track. We got a team so fun. I wish I had the 4th preseason game. Uh-oh. Man, I dodged a little bit of pressure just to invite more of it. All right. Randolph has checked in. FYI. Randolph makes the catch. Cannon to Randolph. What's this? A tight end screen. Oh, an eligible man. I thought I was getting roughing the passer. Abbott on the wheel here. I don't think it's going to be open. Come on, man. Let's see if Manny can block a little bit. That's probably more important here with these backup offensive linemen. Looking for Carradine. Oh, Cannon. He's been hit a few times, and that one didn't come out too clean. We had Carradine, too. Right there. I mean, they just gave us that throw. The Cannon might need to go in for repair. But that is the first one that's been, like, really bad. And he's our backup quarterback, as much as chat might try to talk me into otherwise. Do we play number 7 overall or number 7, 7th round pick? I want to see someone here, a backup, stand out with an INT. That's open downfield, and it's caught. Not good. McLeod gave that one up. Inside, a lot of room for Carroll. I don't know that Brock Purdy ended up doing much in our franchise, because on the base roster for Madden, his overall was like in the 50s. I don't think he had a chance to do what he did in real life. I think I will get to the third game today. I edited the stream yesterday into part of what's going to be the spring training video for the A's. And I'd like to get this one wrapped up this preseason so I can get to that editing. Tomorrow, I think I'd like to find a couple hours to stream A's and do a little more spring training there, and then get to work on the edited preseason and spring training vids. Cannon misfires. To buy myself a little time in editing what are, those are big videos to work on. I'll probably on Friday look to just stream and maybe talk about the NFL draft a little bit. Ooh, Christmas. It depends if I feel like I have much to say about the draft, or if I want to just talk about, if there's like some crazy picks or something. Because I don't have anything unique to add in terms of draft analysis. I don't really get around to a lot of pre-draft stuff, unfortunately. But I like to look at what teams try to do. That's more so what I try to focus on, because I don't know the players as well as most do. But it's interesting to see, what positions teams attack and what roles they project to fill. And hopefully the Vikings do something that gets me excited. We're going to go deep here for Carradine, but he never found the ball. Yeah, it's starting to pick up steam here that the Vikings could do something wild. If they move up a lot for a quarterback early in the draft, I think that would be pretty exciting. And I think that they've held on to some of these veterans that they've been rumored to trade because they want to keep their options open in the draft. I think that Zadarius Smith, Dalvin Cook, Danielle Hunter could be available for the right price. And if they want to move up a lot from 23, you got a first-round pick to offer, you got players to offer, and maybe some teams would bite. Nicely done. TJ again. Blitz on third down. Dropped. The Vikings last year traded down twice. Maybe this year it's a different plan. But either way, I don't want to see them make the pick at 23. I think either you find a way to get aggressive and move up for a quarterback you believe in, or you move back and try to acquire additional capital, because you've got a defense to rebuild and only one pick in the top 80. The one I'm hearing about played football in Florida last year. I started to see a little bit about Anthony Richardson. And I think it gets really interesting if he becomes like the QB4. If Levis does indeed go early and someone else gets Stroud. I think it's, if he's the fourth quarterback and the Texans don't take one, then it becomes really intriguing because Arizona's not going to take a quarterback, and you can start to cross certain teams off the list. Now, there are teams who might look to trade up. Teams like the Raiders, it'd be hard to get a read on if they'll take a quarterback this year. But I think that once the Texans, if they go defense, I think it starts to get really interesting. Because Arizona's going to be open for business. You assume Indy takes a quarterback. My favorite of the defensive picks. I like a lot of what I've seen about Christian Gonzalez and a lot of these corners, but I think I'm most intrigued with Gonzalez. His athleticism to me, he's just such a smooth corner, and I think he's going to be really solid. I also like Brian Branch a lot, but there are a couple things that concern me about his transition to the NFL. I'm not sure how exactly he'll be used, but I know I like the way he plays. He's an aggressive slot who, maybe they'll play a little bit at safety in the NFL, but I know he played like majority of his snaps in the slot this past year at Alabama. And you don't necessarily take a slot corner in the first round unless you have additional plans. But he also doesn't have like elite size or anything. So I'm really curious about the fit he ends up with. The Heat closing the series tonight, Kane. If we get half of what Jimmy Butler was a couple nights ago, it's going to be a wrap real quick. It'll be oh, come on. I had Larry Christmas, I thought. And then it was intercepted at the final moment. He just exploded in to make that play. Oh, you went to my franchise. I think Knox, because I think if we give him time, he'll have a chance to become a 3-down linebacker for us with good cover skills. He likes to hit. He has good athleticism. So I think right away Taylor Jackson maybe will be a more impactful player, but long-term I'd say Knox here in this series. Hand off Carroll. Better.
Ready.
3rd and 3. Hoping to secure a few more plays. Well, we might get them just because of a different reason. Carroll down the middle with Elliott giving chase and belly flopping. It is a touchdown. I call a very aggressive play there. Basically left the A-gap up to defensive tackle. Bengal, you get your final mock out yet? Got Carradine here for a little pickup. We'll use our timeouts pretty early in this drive, I think. Working on it now. Hoping nothing happens to change up the draft order or anything. Zipped that one in there with a flag down. I'm kind of feeling holding. It's been holding a lot today, but now we finally get the late hit on the quarterback. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a big move tonight. I'm curious what the Vikings have up their sleeve, though. It's going to be disappointing if all they do is, like, take a defender at 23 or something, because there's too much smoke around them, either moving up or, like, getting Hendon Hooker or something. And I'm not really sure what to think if they do take Hooker at 23, because I don't really have an issue with him as a prospect. I think he's a really intriguing quarterback. And the age probably doesn't scare me as much, just because I don't think it's more of a concern to me if you're going to say a guy is raw and he's also older. But I have questions about, you know, how what he did in the offense at Tennessee translates. And obviously coming off the ACL, but in general, I like the player. That's going to be picked. Seven turnovers. We can get 8 next time. I just don't want the Packers to get JSN. I think, or Quentin Johnston. Like anybody else, and I think I'd be pretty happy. I hope they reach on a defender, as is tradition. Yeah, if you get Hendon Hooker and he turns, I think he's already 25, and he might not even be cleared for camp, is another another concern. Like, you're pushing this development timeline so far down the road when you say, oh, he's already 25. Oh, he's not going to play this year. Oh, he's not even going to be ready to even do anything in camp potentially. Now, maybe he'll be cleared for some light activity, but I don't think he'll be able to play preseason games if he's not supposed to be cleared until September 1st. And then you'd be taking that situation and saying, all right, Kirk Steele's done after 23, and now here you go, and we don't have a lot of information, but we're taking this big chance. Chris Wembley out for 4 weeks, unfortunately. I saw him throwing today. Yeah, it looks like he can throw and stuff, but as far as being cleared to play, like being able to see him in preseason and training camp, it's kind of what I was concerned about. Who's our camp standout, you think? Connor Knox. Football IQ or sure tackling? I'm going to go tackling because run D. Just terrified about run D. Connor Knox, +5. I don't know if I usually get that training camp standout for a rookie. That's pretty cool. So now his tackling's at an 88. So he has the speed. He has the tackling. He can't get off blocks. Play rec is low for whatever that's worth. 81 hit power. The coverages are good for a day one linebacker. And he's got hidden development. There's a lot to be intrigued with here with Knox. Let me just take a look at a few stats here because I want to see if there's anybody that I need to get some more attention in preseason. Warner's at 24 carries. I'll get him 10 more probably. Maybe a little more polite. And then Randolph's been amazing. Abbott has 9 catches. Tim Cannon is also a house DJ in Berlin. Amazing man. Is he really? Larry Christmas has 7 catches. That feels really random. Taylor Jackson, 3 TFLs, couple sacks. Looks like a more raw Devin White. Honestly, I think that's a really good comp. I think they have similar athleticism, similar strengths and weaknesses. I like that. Do you guys see anything happening with Trey Lance, or is this just a bunch of noise too? The one thing that gives me a little pause on it is that when, like, it's come up in the media, anything about Lance, there has not been any, like, harsh, no, we're not trading him, we love where he is, you know. I feel like John Lynch has a paragraph answer for everything about Trey Lance, which to me says you don't like the guy anymore. That's the one thing where I'm like, this ain't adding up. It's not your typical answers when a team isn't going to trade a guy and has no interest to do so. I don't think he gets traded during the draft or anything, but I think that if he loses like a training camp battle to Sam Darnold, it gets a little more intriguing. Would I rather the Vikings get Hooker or Lance? That's a really good question, because to get Hooker, it'd probably take a first-round pick. To get Lance, it would probably take less, but then you are, you know, third year into his contract, coming off injury. Both quarterbacks coming off injury. Doesn't have a lot of NFL experience. Played in a monsoon in Chicago that you can barely evaluate because it looked like a backyard football game. But, like, it's not unreasonable to think the 49ers could be playing Sam Darnold in week 1. I'd probably lean Lance, but it's not like a 90% chance that he beats out Darnold. It's probably closer to 50-50 than that. As quarterback friendly as Shanahan's offense can be, I can actually picture Darnold looking passable in camp and preseason. Game 3 against the Bears is underway. Yeah, that's the problem too, is like Trey Lance's trade value hinges honestly on if he's traded for right now. Because his value, if he loses a preseason battle to Sam Darnold, absolutely plummets. At least right now, he hasn't lost a battle of any kind there. So if they were going to move him, it would need to be now. Otherwise, I don't think you're getting a good offer in training camp. David Montgomery with a nice run. But ultimately, I think that they'll probably stick with him, and maybe the trade chatter reemerges next year if he doesn't, like, start and play really well. Montgomery. That's better. I'm also interested in more of this big nickel. We got Brian. I don't want Brian Cook in man coverage on anybody, but, well, he is on this play against Keenan Allen. But Terrell Riddick brings down Justin Fields. What is it with San Francisco and quarterback injuries? It's the, like, only weakness the organization has is their quarterbacks get hurt every year. I feel like it's the Balky curse, because he used to draft, like, if you just tore your ACL, you went up the 49ers board.
Okay, ready?
Balky's a weird GM who lucked into Trevor Lawrence and now some increased job security as a result of that working. Trent Balky, without an elite like a good young quarterback. It's amazing how that can do wonders for your job security. I think he's done fine, though, the last couple of years overall for Jacksonville, getting the defense rebuilt and stuff. But in general, not one of my favorite GMs. Got motion on second down. Randolph gets the handoff. And he's just so much bigger than everybody else. 14-yard run. Can't wait for the games to start counting with this guy. The rookies are looking awesome. Across the board, I'd say. We're just throwing it up. He's down there somewhere. But not back there. Slightly overthrown. Get out of his way. Freight train coming through. Henry first down. Probably taking Henry out after this drive. We don't need to see a lot of him. Let's see if it works this time. Nope. Got to throw it to Brooks instead. And he is down inside the 1. Dominic Brooks having a good preseason. And now from the 1, Warner plunges in for the score. Got to get the rookie those touchdowns. Those are valuable for experience. And to see if he can just get through the line here at the goal line. Trevor Penning moving people. I probably took Dom Brooks a little too high, but I knew he wasn't going to be a bad player. I knew he'd fit the role I wanted. Isn't it more valuable for Nava to get those touchdowns? Arguably, at this stage of the season. This playbook also has the double mug, double A gap look. Running on first down, and Montgomery gets 4. I don't need this double mug look, though, on early downs like this. We can get out of that. Keenan Allen joined the Bears in the offseason, by the way. That was a pretty cool move for them. So they got themselves a proven receiver on the team now. I don't know if they still have Robert Woods. They got Darnell Mooney and Keenan Allen out there as their 1 and 2. This play makes me nervous. Montgomery. Not much. Divine Diablo. Now we widen out the line and come after him on third down. That's caught. Good tackle. Fourth down. I'm liking this 4-3 playbook. I just might mess with a couple things. Run D is looking a little bit better, but I think I'll make one or two small slider tweaks. Just wanted to get to the point where I feel like it's respecting the ratings a little more. $5.99 watching. I appreciate it, everybody. It's been fun. I've streamed 3 times today. First one was 26 minutes long. Stream crashed. Next one was 30 seconds long. Stream crashed. And now here we are for over 2 hours. The only thing crashing is the passer rating when I throw an interception. Nava going deep. He wants Bynes. And it's knocked away. He couldn't get to the spot. I know, right? The NFL isn't really about the coffin corner kicks. And I'm guessing part of that is probably because like there's so much human error involved in whether or not the ball is tracked or spotted at the right spot. It's just easier to try to kick it a little bit shorter and have guys run down to down it and know where it's going to be and not leave it up to the referee's judgment. Caught by Bynes. Out to Randolph on the screen. Quick gain of 13, 14. If I put Bynes in the slot, I'm just not sure I have another good outside threat. I think that we lack a third outside receiver in this offense. So I haven't really given that a ton of thought, but I did consider it. That's a catch. Running outside with Henry, and that's a first. Taking our time on this possession. Let me get Manny out there. I've seen enough Derrick Henry for one preseason. Manny breaks a tackle and into the secondary, continues to grind. If I handled him better there, he might get even more out of that run. I was running into people. This play is risky. I don't know if Phillips has the speed to split the safeties. Uh-oh. Nava's got to get out of there. I agree. I would like it if Bynes just kind of went down with the ball and took a few less hits. I don't want to throw him the ball as much over the middle because there is a lot of contact he has to deal with there. but he's so good there. There, see, go down with it. That's the right way to play. Protect your body. Oh yeah, I gotta call the play that you guys were calling for, or at least someone did in that stream I did late last season. But now I gotta throw it to Warner because it was the only option. Nice job, Manny. I think Warner's looked pretty good in these last 2 games. He gets what's there plus a little bit more, and I evaluate running backs on their ability to create what isn't there. Get the yards that aren't blocked for you. No. Don't do it, Madden. Don't even think about it. The fake. Uh-oh. It's a labrum, which in Madden is a short-term injury, but usually it's a couple games. He might not be ready for week 1 in that case. We had Season 2 debut without Sal Sexton. Are we going to see Season 4 debut without Trayvon Randolph? Oh, Phillips! We'll have to see. So now we're going to see somebody get more snaps as the outside receiver in this game. And I think we'll see a little bit of Phillips and Abbott. I'll move Phillips outside, Abbott inside, and then go from there. Watch this be an easy touchback. I'm trying to kick it shy. There's no point of touchbacks in preseason. That was very unlucky. And he's not like an injury-prone player either. You know, how many games did Traylon Burks miss? How many games did Kendrick Bourne miss? Fields, pressured, throws it wide. Harrison was all over him, too. Front 4 feels nasty right now. 3rd and 8. Fields has time, dumps it short. Woods doesn't get there. Defense holds. Was that Fort Knox on the stop there? Feels pretty sure torn labrum is just Madden's substitute for concussions. Honestly, for like the amount of games you typically miss, yeah. Like a labrum can wipe you out for a while, but in Madden it's like a minor injury. Here's Manny Warner in the open field, breaking a couple tackles. That's a big one. I like what I'm seeing out of this rookie. The fake. Sexton got it inside the 20.
Here we go. Deputy Timber Wolf.
And Warner has a path and gets shoulder tackled inside the 5. Manny can't push the pile. Oh yeah, we'll see more Tim Cannon in this for sure. He's gotten a lot of playing time today. Jump ball. Binds. Wow, what a throw! Touchdown! I can't believe that worked. You can't throw a better ball. Brian Nava. Closest Madden has ever come to a fade. I know. I did this earlier with Randolph. This one looked better. I got to get a shot of Brian Nava, too, for the preseason thumbnail. All right, that didn't take long. Yeah, I've noticed the same thing, Star. Like, quarterback accuracies don't always cooperate, it seems. Like, you don't always get lucky with the certain accuracies going up. And it felt like with Willis, I'd give him upgrades, and it's like, great, his strong arm is even stronger. And here's some deep accuracy. But it's like, I really want short and medium. Like, I feel good once those get to like 85. And I couldn't get there with Willis. Partially because I didn't play well enough with him. And also, I didn't get lucky on my rolls with the upgrade system. Justin Fields. Gotta knock that down, Roger. Fields trying to run with it. Runs into Brian Cook. Let's go, guys. Another third down. I feel good about our third down defense right now. Fields scanning. Dumps it. He gave him too much room. A lot of man coverage with this defense. That's why we have those corners, so we can run that. Good tackle by Diablo. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the upgrade system where it's like they have XP and it's like, put it wherever you want. I'm not a fan of those kind of systems in a sports game because I prefer a more realistic style of progression. Aleem McNeil. That's why we go get him. My favorite progression system in any game is like the progression system that's in Skyrim. You know, you want to get better with two-handed weapons? Go use two-handed weapons and level up your two-handed weapon skill. I really wish Fallout had their type of upgrade system. Fallout does more of the bucket system. Nice job. Aleem McNeil's having a great preseason. They're going to learn to love your smile, Brian. You're playing great out there. Rookies have been very good, Michael. It's been a lot of fun seeing them play. Although Trayvon Randolph did suffer a torn labrum here in the preseason finale, so might not be ready for week 1. Wow.
Come on.
We're just going to chuck it up there for Bynes, and a flag's down. There might have been some contact down there. And they're going to get ticky-tack with it. Got it there to Phillips. I can't believe we're shutting him out.
Let's go now.
Still seeing a lot of sacks.
Ready.
Getting that to Sal. We can run the clock a little bit here.
Here we go. Let's go.
Got it. There's Bynes inside the 15. Honestly, though, after this drive, I think we're getting Sal. The starters are going to leave after halftime. I know the game does subs after the third quarter, but we have seen enough of Brian Nava and Sal Sexton and Bynes. Another touchdown going to Manny Warner, though. That never hurts. Manny's having a really nice day. (24-0). Yeah, Warner's looking like somebody that I might want to mix in a little bit, and typically that backup running back hasn't played much in this series. But we've also never had anybody that I felt was intriguing to give carries to. I think he's better than Hassan Haskins. He has more burst. Becomes a balancing act, because with all these receivers, I don't see us being like super run heavy, but for sure we still want to use Derrick Henry a lot, but it's no longer, I don't think, a run heavy offense. Fields fires deep, and it's knocked away by Farley. I wasn't expecting McNeil to look this good as a pass rusher. Nice job that time. Like, he's outshining Justin, I keep calling him Justin Simmons. Jeffrey Simmons. He does not play safety for Denver. Oh, what happened that time, Caleb? Mooney just cooked him. Must have gotten a really good release. Because for sure I want to play a little bit of Polite as a receiving back, and I'd like to get Warner mixed in there. But probably still just to give Henry a rest in most cases. But I like enough of what I see to want him to have a little playing time. I'm just going to make the subs now. I was going to do it after halftime. Not much of a difference. Just get Nava out of there. He's done for the preseason. He's looked great. Bynes is done for the preseason. I suppose Paul Taylor and Christian Carradine or Christopher Carradine can fight it out maybe for a roster spot. Let's get Cedric Samuel out there a little bit more. I think Knox is done. He looks like he's ready for week 1 as a starting linebacker. And I know our corners aren't going to be ready. I wish you could set up like first string, second string, and do this in a couple clicks instead of like this. All right. Tim Cannon has entered the game. Crowd goes wild as he drops back to pass for the first time. Fires it deep to Kyle Phillips, and he's got him! It's going to be a 71-yard touchdown! Cannon delivers again downfield. What a ball. Tim Cannon's had himself a nice highlight reel here in preseason. That didn't take long. He's probably showing him the Tim Cannon touchdown like, dude, this play is insane. Not ready to go to halftime quite yet. I gotta get Ronnie Harrison out of there. I didn't want him in the game anymore. Forced to check it down. Fields hasn't done a whole lot. I mean, he hit Darnell Mooney on a couple nice plays where he broke open, but that's kind of the extent of it. And then checks it down to David Montgomery, who's just as shocked as I am that he got the football. There he is, Tim Cannon. One more half of preseason action, everybody. It's gone by fast today, it feels like. Fun stream. Yeah, it's supposed to be DeMarcus Elliott. Harrison's like our third safety. Great showing, though, for running back Manny Warner. I wasn't quite sure after the first game, but he's definitely looked like a difference maker and a potential future starter. Clean throw out to Leonard Rouse for a gain of 10. Ooh. Tried going with a delayed give there and didn't work. Oh yeah, I have a second punter I could be using here too. I know we don't talk much about the punter in preseason, but I drafted a punter who was pretty good. I signed Jack Fox to a 2-year deal. I don't know if I can stash him on the practice squad for the year, but I may try. If we have to punt again, though, I want to make sure we get to see punter Rich Matthews. Trying to get outside, and Montgomery's bottled up. This is the best the run defense has looked in a long time. We're still facing a starting running back, too. And Keenan Allen's out there. Oh, I thought that might get picked. What a play by Montgomery to get anything out of that. Wait. Oh, that's right. The starters are still going to be out there. I shouldn't send this blitz. Fields is good enough to beat this, or it's a screen. Nicely done. I forgot they still have all their starters for at least the third. So we got some games coming up soon in the near future coming out. What are you guys looking forward to playing as we get into the summer and some fun games releasing soon? Some of the big games of 23 have been like remakes. Never played the original Resident Evil 4, but I'm interested in the remake. I did pick up the remaster of the original on PS4, but I haven't gotten around to playing that. Thank you for the yards. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, a couple back-to-back there. So is that like supposed to be like EA's next game that was similar to Fallen Order? I don't know much about Fallen Order other than it was actually a good single-player game by EA, and people liked it. Tears of the Kingdom, I'm right there with you. I'm not doing anything else that day. Cannon misfires. Tears of the Kingdom, can't wait. Replaying Cyberpunk 2077 and Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've heard a lot of good things about that game. Ooh. I liked the ball placement there behind him. Just couldn't hold on to it. All right, Rich Matthews is out here to kick. Oh, lefty punter, and he got taken out. That's going to be roughing the punter. Yeah, Respawn's been doing a really good job for EA. I mean, so many of their stuff had been failing, and then all of a sudden, here comes Apex Legends a few years ago. I didn't know Respawn was the ones working on the Star Wars games. Yeah, Dead Island 2 looks like a lot of fun. I'm starting to get nostalgic for a bit of those, you know, mid-2000s, early 2010s style games, and Dead Island was kind of the epitome of that back in, like, the 2010 time on the 360 and PS3. I don't think I'll get it here at launch, but it'll be something I pick up at some point. Dumped off to Warner with enough speed to get outside and get the first down. Yes, Respawn's big game was Titanfall. Back when it seemed like their role was going to be to compete with COD. There were a lot of like Infinity Ward developers there and whatnot. Up top for Brooks, and it's broken up. Assassin's Creed Mirage. Yeah, I wonder if they do anything differently with this one. You know, Valhalla had a lot of bad feedback because it's a bloated game. It's a huge game in terms of, like, content, but, like, you know, Ubisoft games don't typically have the most original content. A lot of it gets very repetitive. And I'm playing through a Ubisoft game right now that is repetitive, but I'm enjoying it. And that is Far Cry 6. I just played through the... I stumbled upon it by accident, but I played through the Stranger Things mission. And I thought that was really cool as a fan of the show. We're going for it here on 4th down. Cannon trying to run for it, and there was no time to slide. First down. Playing through Far Cry 5 myself, that's a good one. The Far Cry games they're kind of a junk food type of game, but, you know, open world, lots of vehicles and weapons and stuff to do, and sometimes that's all I'm looking for. Let me throw on a baseball game or basketball game on the side, and I don't got to pay too much attention. Oh, yeah, Arc Raiders. That was, yeah, the old DICE devs. I'm definitely interested in whatever they put out. Would like to take a look. I'm interested in Redfall, potentially. I want to see if it's another, you know, cookie cutter type of live service-y PvE game. But I'm intrigued by it. There's Abbott. Inside the 15. I haven't played enough Resident Evil, no. I haven't played the remake. I know it's supposed to be a very excellent game. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful on these play actions with like 65 overall tackles in there. They don't play nice. I played Apex back when it dropped, but I haven't played it in years. Looking for Phillips, but that one is overthrown. Just going to play it safe here with a run to Cannon. We'll get down, and maybe now we're close enough to go for it. Looking for Warner, and he hangs on right at the sticks for a first down. Right as Cannon was about to get blasted. From the 2. Warner met in the backfield. I'm not used to winning preseason games. And in this series, any games. Abbott's going to walk that in on the screen pass, and he gets in on the touchdown action. And that's a touchdown pass for Tim Cannon as well. New Pokemon DLC dropping later this year? Yeah. I forgot about that. I've played a little bit of Violet. I eventually did get it. And I've enjoyed it a good bit. But graphically, it's certainly nothing special to look at. And actually, I much prefer it in handheld compared to like playing on TV. I just think the game looks awful on a TV, but when you shrink it down to handheld, I think that it looks a lot better. I like the art style and the graphics and everything for Legends Arceus a lot. And it wasn't like, you know, the most visually stunning game or anything, but it had its own style, and I felt like it was very consistent. Whereas this game is a little less cohesive. If I had to guess, I do think Dalvin gets traded. I think that the Vikings are hoping to make some deals happen during the draft, which is difficult to pull off for veteran players. But I think that they want to get more picks, and they only have a couple ways to do it. And I think they brought back Madison for a reason. Randolph isn't playing primarily because he got hurt. A torn shoulder labrum. But also we're with the backups now, so he wouldn't be out there anyway. That's caught. A blowout in our favor, that's right. Similar to what we did to the Jets in late last year. Nava was awesome. What was Dalvin's old number? 33. Second down. It's a run. And we plug that one too. We've played really well against the run in this game. What do you guys think for the slider tweaks I was going to do here? Because in general, our run defense is obviously terrible. Let's see if we can get the stop here. Keep it in the air. Run it. Harrell's going to throw. Off his hands. And then dropped for a third time off the bobble. What an odd play. Madison being the Vikings' #1 back, I'd feel okay, but I would also feel like I'd want someone to complement him that has more explosiveness. Dalvin's a much more explosive player, and I think, you know, a better running back. Madison's, I think, can be a very good half of a committee. Swung out to Warner. Oh, that pressure just made me want to get the ball out quick. And we lose like 7 yards on it as a result. I wouldn't be totally shocked, though, Chris, if the Falcons did take Bijan. I saw TFG lay out the argument for it earlier today, and I'm kind of on board with the idea. I wouldn't do it personally. I'd probably take a quarterback in their case, but I do kind of get it. Especially if you want to take advantage of a vulnerable NFC South this year. That's a fumble for us. This is a great game. Hold up on pass pro. Yeah, we just can't do play action in the pocket right now. A lot of my favorite throws are off play action, unfortunately. I didn't see who forced the fumble. Perfect accuracy. First of all, I think that was still catchable. I don't know what his deal is. I don't like doing these short punts with the wind at my back. It's hard. Why haven't I done any Cincinnati-related rebuilds at any point? Probably just bad luck. I mean, I've considered Cincinnati for some stuff, but now the Bengals aren't really much of a team to rebuild. There were certainly years I could have picked them, but just didn't. And the Reds were just more, or the A's were just more of a dumpster fire this year, and I kind of wanted the dumpster fire, and I wanted to go to the American League too. I'd much rather play against the other American League West teams than the NL Central. That's lobbed downfield, and it's caught. Probably putting these guys in press coverage too much when they are not equipped to handle it. Still going to win this game by a million, though. Hang the banner. Dominated the Bears in the final preseason game. .340 left to go. Should get at least one more drive in with Tim Cannon and friends. Blake runs left, and again, we stop the run as we've done throughout this game. Now can you do it on 4th and 1? They're going to toss it out. That's a risky call, and Blake is going to come up well short. I don't really see Bijan coming close to falling to 26. I still think the NFL is going to be... someone's going to take him earlier than that. To me, you should start to consider those, like, premier running back prospects. Once you get to, like, the teams that pick... like 15 and down. Give me the teams that were really close to the postseason last year, maybe have a few strengths to lean on right now, but could actually benefit from having that caliber of a running back. Cannon caught. Brooks has had a good preseason. I did not see what Jerry Jones said about Zeke. The team that I would think I'd be really intrigued to see Bijan go to, obviously like Philadelphia, behind that line with Jalen Hurts and the option game. That's really scary. But one team I could actually see doing it, and I think would be interesting, as Cannon delivers again, would be New England. They don't need to do it at all. But it would be really interesting if they did. Down the middle again. These tight ends just keep making plays. And, okay, I got to use timeouts here soon. I want this to be our last drive, though, of preseason. Warner gonna drive that in for a touchdown. What a game. Gibbs on Philly would be terrifying. I think that would be a great fit, too. I think Bijan would be more dangerous behind that line. (45-7). I haven't done a squib kick in a while. How useless is this maneuver? Extremely. Why can't you just kick a little dribbler in Madden? That is not a squib. That's a line drive. Clock running out on Chicago here in preseason here before season 4. And here is the final play. A quick out route for a gain of 9. That is your preseason. It ends on a very positive note for the Titans, winning big, but also in the process losing Trayvon Randolph, possibly for the start of the year. Which, when you look at our schedule, is concerning with the Chiefs up in week 1 and us not possibly being at full strength for that first game. Tim Cannon looked really good. I had a lot of fun playing with him and Nava today. And I'm going to be hanging the banner for not turning the ball over in this game after 7 in game 2. No interceptions, no fumbles. I did not turn the ball over in this game. I will hang the banner during our first home game this year. Warner, 3 touchdowns, 87 yards, looked outstanding out there. Also caught 4 balls. I want to use the running backs in the passing game more, and it looks like I dumped it off to the running back 6 times in this one and the fullback once. Polite didn't get much love, but we know Polite, and when the games count, he'll be out there more. We didn't get a lot of sacks in this game, but we did create a lot of pressure, it felt like. They're missing our punter. Where's Rich Matthews? It's literally just missing his stats. Another bug for Madden. I guess now the main thing we want to see is the injury and what that's going to mean for Trayvon Randolph. Because we can now simulate to our preseason bye. Got to make our cuts. I'm not going to do that here. I've already been streaming for like 3.5 hours. I'll probably cut it after this, but Trayvon Randolph will miss the first 2 games. That should be 2 games. because this preseason bye will count as one, which means he'll make his debut at home against Houston. It's unfortunate, and it's going to be a real challenge in those first 2 games, I think, when we don't even have Traylon Burks there anymore. It's going to be Bynes, it's going to be Phillips and Abbott. I don't plan on making a big move there, but I suppose if there was a free agent that we thought could fill in there in week 1, you could consider it. You got Bourne, if we just wanted to bring back a guy I'm familiar with. Also, Cedric Wilson. Cedric Wilson would not be a bad option just to have out there in the first couple games. Do you play a guy like Cedric Wilson, or do you just go with who you have? I guess I got to make that call before week 1. 2 injuries going into the new year. Any other major injuries across our series? Injuries have not been a huge part of this series. Whoa! Quarterbacks don't usually get hurt in Madden, but Brock Como is going to miss the first 5 weeks of the year with a dislocated ankle injury. Grady Jarrett, wow, already out for the regular season. Ouch. And that's a team with Super Bowl hopes in our franchise. Oops. And wow, Brandon Cooks is going to miss the start of the year as well, including a meeting against us. So we got to make 15 cuts, set our practice squad, and get ready for week 1. I'll be doing that on my own, getting that set. Ooh, what's that? Kendrick Bourne. He get released after just getting signed? They released him in week 4 after signing him also in week 4. So they signed him in preseason week 4. There's only 3 games. They signed him just now and cut him. I'm not sure I see the vision. They signed and cut him in the same week. They seem to do that for multiple guys. Or no, maybe not. Weird. My KC Chiefs will be waiting on you. That's right. We got Kansas City in week 1. How do we get best prepared to take them on to begin the season? With Mahomes at quarterback. They got CEH still in the backfield. Juju, Sky Moore, Chenault. They picked up, man, I do not know how to pronounce that name. Capo Bianco? He's a deep threat with speed. He's their MVS replacement. Still got Kelsey, sadly. Dominant offensive line, man. Week 1's looking tough. This team is loaded. And then we get the Saints. Here's our schedule, by the way. Whoops. 2 on the road, and then we get the Texans, the Steelers, which means Josh Holcomb versus Brian Nava week 4, the Broncos in week 5. Do we see Malik Willis in week 6? Definitely got questions there. I wonder what they've done, because if they view him as like a franchise quarterback at all, he might have a tag that puts him above Derek Carr without me messing with anything. It hasn't happened yet. He hasn't overtaken him. Perhaps a little manipulation could be in order. Willis, 1 touchdown, 1 pick in the preseason, 65% completion percentage. Oh yeah, his number's 31 because there was literally nothing available under it. I saw this earlier. Maybe now there is because they've cut the roster down. But there literally was nothing before. That should take care of it. Let them play the young guy. I think that's going to do it here for the preseason, everybody. Really had a good time going through the 3 games today. I'll be putting this together into the next video here on the channel, which will be out later this week. Week 1 will not be far behind as we take on Kansas City in the first game of the season, but we have to wait a little bit longer, unfortunately, for the debut of number 1 pick Trayvon Randolph. That is the big negative to come out of this stream, is now we have to wait until week 3, which will be annoying. But please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Big season coming up. Leave a like on the video. I'd appreciate that. And I can't wait to get more headed your way. That's going to be it for me in this one, everybody. Take care, and I'll see y'all next time.